Kayak is a lot of fun, but the thrill of kayak fishing pales when compared to that of some other extreme sports, like skydiving. This week we welcome a new producer to Outdoor Wisconsin, Elizabeth Kramer, and she kicks off her career with us by jumping out of a plane.
To go back to that day, it was a series of bad decisions. We weren't even open for business that day. It was only club members. I was actually doing yard work at the club. Last minute, someone said, "We're taking up the airplane." And so I was wearing flip-flops and board shorts and a tank top, and I ran and got my parachute and hopped on the airplane. After the parachutes opened, myself and another experienced jumper made some bad decisions, and we got close to each other at a low altitude, and we ended up colliding, and he got entangled in my parachute, and we hit the ground pretty hard.
What were your thoughts as it was happening?
The part about dying, it never really occurred to me as it was going on. I just remember like looking at the ground and how quickly it was coming, and like thinking in my head, like, this is it. I don't know if that was, this is it, I'm gonna die, or this is it, I'm just gonna get really hurt. And where I hit the ground, about 4 feet away, there was a chain link fence. And I saw that fence coming, so I lifted my feet and I hit the ground and then slammed into that fence, probably about 50 miles an hour. Parachute.
But you both survived, which is what's so amazing.
Very amazing.
You know, after recovering and making the decision, I'm gonna go back and dive again. What was that first jump like?
I was so tense the whole ride up. You know, my heart was pounding. And once we got out of the airplane and left the airplane, I think it was just good. Just good to be falling through the sky again.
After talking with Ryan, I knew that I wanted to try skydiving myself. Despite his legs still being in a cast, Ryan agreed to jump with me and my tandem partner, Tim.
Well, we've got 4 points of attachment. We've got 2 hooks up on the shoulders, and then there's 2 more down on the hips.
So there's no way that I'm gonna fly away from you during this.
No, there's no way you're gonna fall off. The upper hooks hold 5,000 pounds apiece. Lower hooks hold 2,500 pounds apiece.
Okay, so we were gonna do an interview first, but you know what? The weather is boss and it's telling us to go right now. So we're gonna hop in the plane and jump. Here we go. So, Tim, for the people who are concerned about going with a group of people or friends or going alone, what are their options?
Well, the tandem is the simplest way to go. You're hooked to an experienced instructor. The instructors all have a minimum of 500 jumps, 3 years in the sport, have to pass an FAA medical. So they're highly experienced guys. The training is minimal for the passenger. Passenger has anywhere from a 10-minute to 30-minute training period. If you're going to go solo, you jump out with 2 instructors, but that's after a 6-hour class.
Wisconsin. So today we were definitely trying to beat the weather. Is this a year-round sport, and is Wisconsin the best place for skydiving?
This area is actually big for skydiving right now, and I mean it has been. It will continue to be because we have a lot of people in Chicago and Milwaukee. It's pretty popular around here. We jump year-round. After November 5th, after daylight savings, we'll just jump on weekends. We don't jump during the week anymore. But the diehard guys still come out and get some jumps.
Is there any limitation to skydiving? Is it really for everybody?
I mean, you have to be in reasonably good health, but we can take, I've taken paraplegics, quadriplegics, people with bad legs, knees, pretty much everything. I took a woman that was 96 a few months ago. She loved it.
I have to say, falling out, you see the lake, and right now we're seeing the fall colors, and it's just overwhelming. You really get a perspective that you can't possibly get on the ground.
Right.
So, I mean, it's worth it.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Was that awesome?
Tim, how many times have you done this?
A little over 11,000.
11,000 jumps. Is it just as exciting every time?
It is. It is.
You're so calm. How come you're so calm about it? It's so exciting.
Yeah, it is. But I do it every day, so
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
What a job, huh?
Yeah. It's got its ups and downs.
Literally. So I want to thank our amazing Skydive team today. This is Ryan and Tim from Skydive Milwaukee. Amazing, made the jump so relaxing. You don't think of that normally with skydiving. If you have never gone skydiving, you absolutely have to try it. It's worth facing the fear, and definitely an exhilarating, fun activity, especially right here in Wisconsin.
Welcome aboard, Elizabeth. I'll be at the Fishing Expo February 23rd through the 20th.